Can a mother stand in the kitchen for 17 hours at her daughter's wedding, make everything perfect, and then have her daughter say to her, "You don't fit our aesthetic"? Answer: yes, she can. But would a mother forgive that? That's a different question. If this story touched your heart, click subscribe and let me know in the comments which city or country you're listening from. I'm grateful to everyone who comments. My name is Margaret Hayes. I'm 55 years old and live alone in a small house in Springfield, Illinois. My daughter Amanda called me a week ago. Her voice was trembling, but not with happiness, with anger. "Mom," she said, "we need to talk about my wedding." My heart stopped at that moment. What did I do? Did I say something wrong? But no. What I did was much worse. I had gotten old, and that wasn't suitable for my daughter's Instagram wedding. It all started 3 months ago. When Amanda got engaged, she rushed to call me, screaming the news. "Mom, Derek proposed. I'm finally getting married." Hearing her so happy brought tears to my eyes. Amanda was my only child. Since my husband Thomas died, she had been the center of my life. "I'll share every detail with you until the wedding, Mom," she said that day. "You're my biggest supporter." The first 2 months were like that. She messaged me every day. Flower choices, invitation designs, cake models. She shared everything with me. I helped as much as I could. I dug out my old wedding magazines. I showed her photos from my own wedding in 1987. She laughed. "Mom, these are so vintage," she said. But was vintage a good thing, or did it have another meaning? Then one day, everything changed. Amanda's messages became fewer. Our phone calls became shorter. She started saying, "Mom, I'm really busy. We'll talk later." I didn't understand the situation. Maybe it's wedding stress, I told myself. It's normal. Until that evening. It was Saturday night. I was watching an old movie on TV. The phone rang. It was Amanda. "Mom, can I come over tomorrow? With Derek." Have you ever felt your heart pound? So fast, it felt like it was going to burst out of your chest. That's what I felt then, because there was a coldness in Amanda's voice, a distance. I had only seen Derek twice. He was tall, handsome, but there was arrogance in his eyes. He was always looking at his phone. I never saw him look at Amanda. The next day, Amanda's face was tense, while Derek was indifferent. We went into the living room. I offered them tea. Amanda didn't even touch her tea. "Mom," she said, folding her hands, "we've made a decision about the wedding." "Yes?" I said, trying to smile. "Our wedding will be very special. We chose modern minimalism as the theme. Everything will be white, gray, and soft tones. We have a professional photographer. We have a videographer. And we want to make a big impact on social media." I still didn't understand. "That's wonderful, sweetie. I want to help too. I can do something in the kitchen, maybe the cake." "No, Mom," Amanda cut me off. She turned her eyes to Derek. Derek nodded encouragingly. Amanda continued, "We're only inviting certain people to the wedding, people who are aesthetically compatible." Aesthetically? The word felt foreign on my tongue. "Yes, Mom. Derek's family is very stylish. My friends are too. They're all fit, young, and modern looking." I began to understand, slowly. But I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. "Amanda," I said, my voice trembling, "what are you trying to say?" At that moment, Derek spoke. He was addressing me directly for the first time. "Margaret, please don't misunderstand. We love you. But this wedding is a branding opportunity for us. It's critical for Amanda's influencer career, and unfortunately, older guests don't look good in photos." The world spun. It felt like I'd been slapped. "Old," I whispered. Amanda leaned forward. "Mom, please be understanding. This is my dream wedding. And you look a little tired. Your hair is graying, you have wrinkles, and Derek's family is very young and energetic. You'll create contrast in the photos." "Contrast?" My voice rose. "I'm your mother, Amanda." "I know, Mom," she said. But there was no regret in her eyes, only determination. "But this is my day, and I want it to be perfect." Derek added, maybe you could stand in the background, or come before the ceremony and help in the kitchen, but at the main ceremony and in the photos. Unfortunately, we don't want you there. I stood up. My legs were shaking. Get out of my house, I said. My voice was cold. I hadn't heard myself speak so coldly before. Amanda jumped to her feet. Mom, you're overreacting. Get out! I shouted. We didn't speak after that day. The phone was silent. I looked at Amanda's social media accounts. She was sharing her wedding preparations. She was getting thousands of likes. Derek was in every photo, a happy couple in every video. But me, I wasn't anywhere. What would you have done? Would you have accepted it silently? Or would you have done something? I decided to do something. But I didn't know exactly what yet. A week later, I received a message from Amanda. Mom, please understand me. This decision wasn't easy, but it's the best for Derek and me. I hope you'll forgive me someday. Forgive? That word echoed in my mind. How do you forgive your daughter for seeing Yo? Diane took my hand. Margaret, sometimes people only wake up when they see the consequences of their own mistakes. Maybe Amanda needs to see that. What do you mean? Diane smiled. But it wasn't a normal smile. It was the smile of someone with a plan. If social media is so important to her, maybe we should use social media too. In that moment, I understood. Diane was right. Amanda's world was all about Instagram, TikTok, and likes. Then I had to enter that world too. But how? Diane gave me an idea. Tell your story, but not emotionally, calmly and realistically. People love real stories. And if what Amanda did was wrong, people will understand that. That night, I sat down, opened my phone, and created a TikTok account. It took me an hour to come up with a title for my first video. Five-year-old mother rejected from wedding. She ruined the photos. In the video, I just talked. No makeup, no hiding my tears. I told my story. I repeated what Amanda had said to me. I shared Derek's comment that older guests are aesthetically inappropriate. I uploaded the video and turned off my phone. No one will watch it, I told myself. I was wrong. The next morning when I woke up, my phone was vibrating nonstop. Notifications were coming in. The video had gotten 50,000 views overnight. The comments were pouring in. What kind of girl is this? How could she reject her mother? Margaret, you're an amazing mother. This girl doesn't deserve you. The guy named Derek is a total narcissist. Amanda is making a bad decision. Then one comment caught my attention. Margaret, let's make this go viral. Everyone should hear this story. Number Justice for Margaret. The hashtag took off. Within a few days, my video had been viewed millions of times. Local news reached out to me. A TV station in Springfield wanted to do an interview. I agreed. I spoke calmly and clearly in the interview. I love my daughter, I said. But what she did was wrong. A mother shouldn't be punished for getting older. This isn't just my story. It's the story of a society that sees aging as a flaw. That interview made national news. If you were in this situation, would you use social media? Or would you silently endure your pain? It took Amanda 3 days to block my phone. After my video went viral, all communication ceased. But I continued to watch her world on Instagram. With Diane's help, we had created a fake account. From this account, called sunnydays78, I could see everything Amanda posted. And what I saw shocked me. Amanda had 487,000 followers. Every day she shared her wedding preparations. Dreams are coming true, she wrote under the photos. Wedding dress fittings, flower arrangements, the cake design process. Everything was there. But one thing was missing. Me. She never mentioned that I was her mother in any of her posts. It was as if I didn't exist. One day someone commented, "I'm sure your mom is very excited too." Amanda didn't even respond. She deleted the comment. But Derek's family was everywhere. His mother, Cassandra, a woman whose age was impossible to guess due to Botox, fillers, and plastic surgery, was constantly taking photos with Amanda, sharing stories. "My bride, Amanda," he wrote, My new daughter. Hashtags, number mother-in-law goals, number my daughter-in-law, number blessed family. Her new daughter? In every post, Cassandra took Amanda to luxury restaurants, organized spa days, and shopped at designer stores. In the photos, they were both smiling, raising champagne glasses. Amanda looked happy, or at least she seemed to be. In an Instagram story, Cassandra wrote, "A girl's day out with Amanda. This is what a real mother-daughter bond looks like." My heart stopped when I read that sentence. A real mother-daughter bond? I am her real mother. I carried her in my womb for 9 months. I endured 36 hours of labor pains. But now Cassandra was talking about a real mother-daughter bond. Diane got angry when she saw these posts. "Margaret, this woman is trying to take your place. You need to say something to Amanda." "What should I say, Diane? She's not even talking to me." "Then we'll talk. On social media." But first, I needed to do more research. I looked deeper into Amanda's past. I examined her old posts, photos from before she met Derek, and I noticed something. Before meeting Derek, Amanda was different. More natural, more genuine. She shared picnic photos with her friends. She posted makeup-free selfies. She recommended books. There were real, long conversations under her posts. But after Derek, everything changed. Every photo was professionally taken. Every post felt like sponsored content. And the comments. The comments were superficial, just emojis. Meaningless phrases like, "So beautiful," "Amazing." Where were Amanda's old friends? Lisa, Sarah, Emily, the girls she'd known since college? I hadn't seen any of them in Amanda's posts for the past 6 months. I was curious. I found Lisa on Facebook. I messaged her. I introduced myself and explained the situation. Lisa replied immediately, "Aunt Margaret, I remember you. Amanda used to bring me home from college, and you would cook for us." Amanda hasn't spoken to me in the last 6 months. She changed after she met Derek. I tried to reach out to her, but she blocked me. She blocked Sarah and Emily too. Now she only hangs out with Derek's friends. My heart started racing. Why did she block you? Derek told her we weren't sophisticated enough, that we didn't fit his new image. Amanda didn't argue. She just did it. This information triggered something in me. Derek wasn't just pushing me away. He was erasing Amanda's entire past, her whole old life, and Amanda was letting him. That night, I told Diane everything. "Diane, this isn't just about me. Derek is manipulating Amanda. He's alienated all her friends. Now he's alienating her family." Diane looked serious. "Margaret, this is a classic manipulation tactic. Isolation. You isolate the victim from everyone. Then you control them. Amanda is in danger." "But how do I tell her? She won't even talk to me." "Let's make a video. But this time, it's not just your story. Get Lisa, Sarah, and Emily to speak too. Everyone is speaking up for Amanda. Maybe then she'll wake up." I reached out to Lisa, Sarah, and Emily. They all agreed to make the video. Each of them sent messages to Amanda. Lisa, "Amanda, do you remember? We used to eat pizza and watch movies every Friday at college. You were my best friend. Don't you recognize me now? Derek changed you, Amanda. Please wake up." Sarah, "You supported me on my worst day in high school. You were there when my dad died. Where are you now? Have you disappeared in Derek's shadow?" Emily, "Amanda, you were always an independent girl. You never let anyone change you. But now you're like Derek's puppet." I uploaded this video under the title Amanda's Lost Friends. At the end of the video, I spoke, "Amanda, it's not just me. These are your real friends, people who love you. Derek pushed you away from everyone, and now he's finally pushing me away too. But I want to ask, who's left around you? Just Derek and his family? Do they really love you? Or do they see you as a project?" The video went viral, 5.7 million views. National TV channels called me for interviews. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. They all wanted to hear my story. I went on a morning show live. The host asked, "Margaret, some people say Amanda is an adult now, capable of making her own decisions. What do you say?" "Of course she's an adult," I said. "But being an adult doesn't make you immune to manipulation. Derek systematically isolated her from everyone. That's not love, it's control. And I can't just sit back and watch that happen." The studio erupted in applause. But the other side didn't stay silent either. The next day, Derek released a press statement. It sounded like it was written by a professional PR firm. "Margaret Hayes's claims are completely false and defamatory. Amanda and I have a healthy, happy relationship. It's ridiculous for Margaret to call Amanda's friends lost. The truth is, Amanda naturally drifted away from those friends because they no longer had anything in common. People grow up, change, find new circles. That's normal. What Margaret is doing is not normal. Targeting her own daughter on social media, pressuring her with viral videos. This is toxic behavior." We offered Margaret help. We even suggested psychological support. But she refused. "Amanda and I will be happy on our wedding day, far from Margaret's dramas." Reading this statement made me angrier. Psychological support? For me? Diane tried to calm me down. "Margaret, that's their tactic. They're trying to make you look crazy. But people see the truth. You're right. But was I really right? Maybe Amanda was truly happy? Maybe I was misinterpreting everything?" I couldn't sleep that night. I took out the old videotapes. Thomas and I had recorded Amanda's childhood, her first birthday, her first day of school, her first bike ride. Each tape was a memory. I paused while playing one tape. Amanda was 8 years old. She and Thomas were playing in the garden. I was holding the camera. Amanda turned to the camera and said, "Mom, when I grow up, I want to be just like you, because you're the best mom." My tears fell onto the screen. Where had that little girl gone? If you're a parent, what do you do when you think your child is in a bad relationship? Do you intervene? Or do you wait for them to learn from their own mistakes? The next morning, I had made up my mind. I was going to Amanda's wedding. I hadn't been invited, but I didn't care. But just going wasn't enough. I needed a plan. We discussed the plan over coffee with Diane. "Margaret, how will you get into the wedding? Security will check your name on the list." "I'll get involved with the catering team," I said. "I worked at Rosewood Estate for years. I know the back doors. I'll get inside." "So what will you do once you get inside?" "I'll talk. To Amanda. Not in front of Derek. Not in front of everyone. Just her and me, mother and daughter." "But what if she doesn't want to talk to you?" "Then at least I'll know I tried." Diane squeezed my hand. "Margaret, you're a real fighter, and I'm coming with you." There were 4 days left until the wedding. Every day I watched Amanda's countdown. 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. Each post brought more excitement, more emojis. But was there real happiness in her eyes? Or was this just another performance? One day, I saw Amanda doing a live stream. In the broadcast titled, "Wedding Preparations, Q&A," she was answering her followers' questions. I watched from my fake account. Thousands of people were watching. Questions were coming in. "What are you most looking forward to?" Amanda: "The day I marry Derek. It will be the happiest day of my life." "How is your family?" Amanda paused. Her eyes darkened for a moment. My family is supportive. They're all very happy." She was lying. I could tell from her eyes. Another question came. "Have you reconciled with your mother?" The screen froze. Amanda's face changed. This topic is personal. I don't want to talk about it publicly. But I can say this. Some people can't handle your happiness, and you have to distance yourself from them. The comments exploded. "Amanda's right. Stay away from toxic people." "But she's your mother. How can you do that?" I watched Margaret's videos. "You're an ungrateful girl, Amanda." Amanda was reading the comments. Her face tensed. "Look, I'm doing a happy live stream here. I don't want any drama. If you're not going to support me, please don't watch." Then she ended the live stream. Diane was beside me. "Did you see? That girl isn't happy. She's just acting." "I know," I said. "But how will I reach her?" That night an idea came to me. I should write Amanda a letter, not through social media. A real handwritten letter. Maybe if she read it, maybe something would change. I took out paper and pen. I thought for hours. Finally I wrote, "Dear Amanda, I know you don't want to talk to me. You blocked my calls. You cut me out of your life. But I'm your mother, and a mother never gives up. When you were 8, on your first day of school, you held my hand tightly. 'Mom, I'm scared,' you said, and I told you, 'I'll always be there for you, always.' Now you've grown up, you're getting married, you're building your own life, and I'm happy about that, really. But one thing saddens me, Amanda. You're not yourself anymore. Where are your old friends? Lisa, Sarah, Emily? They were people who truly loved you. But Derek pushed them out of your life, and you let him. I'm gone too, because I don't fit the aesthetic anymore. But I want to ask, is love aesthetic, Amanda? Does a mother become worthless just because she's getting old? Derek might be a good person. Maybe he loves you. But Amanda, true love doesn't change you. True love accepts you as you are. Derek changed you, and you let him do it without even realizing it. Have your wedding day. Invite me, or don't. But I want you to know, I will always be your mother. I will always love you. And if you ever need me, I will be here. Your loving mother, Margaret." I put the letter in an envelope. I knew Amanda's address, the apartment she moved into with Derek. I mailed the letter. I didn't know if it would reach her. Maybe Derek would throw it away without reading it, but at least I tried. 2 days later, something unexpected happened. The doorbell rang. When I opened it, a young woman was standing there. I didn't recognize her. "Margaret Hayes?" "Yes?" "I'm Jennifer, Derek's cousin. I need to talk to you." I invited her in. Jennifer sat down, looking serious. "Margaret, I know about Amanda's situation. I watched your videos, and I need to tell you something. Derek is a dangerous man." My heart started racing. "What do you mean?" "Derek had an ex-fiancée. Her name was Rachel. They got engaged 3 years ago. He did the same thing to her. He alienated all of Rachel's friends. He alienated her family. Then he started controlling her. What she wore, who she talked to, he controlled everything." "What happened?" "Rachel finally woke up and ran away. She broke off the engagement. But Derek doesn't tell anyone about it. Rachel never existed on his social media, as if she never existed at all." "Oh my God," I whispered. "Amanda is on the same path," Jennifer said. "Derek sees her as an object, the perfect Instagram wife, but not a real wife, and I can't watch this." "Why are you telling me this?" "Because you're her mother, and maybe you can reach her." I tried, but he blocked me too. Derek told her I'm a jealous cousin. Jennifer stood up. "Margaret, you have to do something on the wedding day, because if Amanda gets married, it will be much harder to save her." After she left, I called Diane. I told her everything. Diane was shocked. "Margaret, this isn't just about aesthetics anymore. This is about Amanda's future." "I know, and I have to save her." "How?" "I'll speak at the wedding, but not just to Amanda, to everyone. I'll show Derek's true face." Diane smiled. "Then we need a plan, and it has to be perfect." That night we made the plan. We called Billy. Billy, my brother's son, a 23-year-old tech genius. We explained the situation to him. "Auntie," Billy said, "I'll help you. But the risk is huge. If we get caught, we'll all get kicked out." "I know," I said, "but I have to take the risk for Amanda." Billy explained the plan. Rosewood Estate's sound system is digital. It works with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I'll go there and secretly connect to the system. When you're ready to speak, you'll press the phone code, and your voice will be heard throughout the entire hall. But security won't let you in. I'll blend in with the catering crew. Black pants, white shirt, tray. No one will notice. You'll do the same." Diane added, I'll come too. I'll prepare the posters. We'll hang them outside, at the entrance, where everyone can see them. Posters? I asked. Diane showed me. She had designed them on her computer, in big, bold letters. Below them, Rachel's and Amanda's photos side by side, both of them next to Derek, but their eyes are empty. Isn't that too harsh? I said. No, Diane said. This is the truth, and the truth has to be painful. Billy continued. We also need to get Rachel's contact information from Jennifer. Maybe she'll want to talk too. We called Rachel. Jennifer mediated. Rachel hesitated at first. I don't want to get involved in this. I've stayed away from Derek. Please, I said. Amanda is in your place, and you can help her. A long silence. Then Rachel spoke. All right, but only a video message. I can't meet face to face. That's enough, I said. Rachel recorded a video. A powerful 3-minute message. My name is Rachel. 3 years ago, I was engaged to Derek Morrison, and he ruined my life. Derek is charismatic, handsome, successful, but he's also manipulative. He isolated me from my friends. He distanced me from my family. He controlled me. He dictated what I did and when. Amanda, if you're listening, run. Run now. Because if you marry him, it will be worse. Derek will own you, and you'll just be his perfect wife. There will be nothing left of you. Please, don't repeat my mistake. I cried while watching the video. Rachel's pain was real, and Amanda was heading down the same path. There was 1 day left until the wedding. Our plan was ready. Billy had checked the sound system. Diane had printed the posters. I had memorized my speech. But I was afraid. What if Amanda couldn't forgive me? What if this plan pushed her further away? Diane held my hand. Margaret, you're doing the right thing. No matter the outcome, your conscience will be clear. I hope so, I said. I couldn't sleep that night. I lay awake until morning, staring at the ceiling. Amanda's face as a baby appeared before my eyes. That small, innocent baby. Now she was an adult. But she was still my daughter, and I had to protect her. As a parent, can you do anything for your child's happiness? Where do the boundaries end? Or is parenting an unlimited duty? The 18th of June, 2025. Saturday. It was one of the hottest days in Springfield. The thermometer read 32 degrees at 9 in the morning. It was expected to reach 37 by noon. But inside, I felt even hotter. My heart was beating so fast it hurt my chest. I was struggling to breathe. Diane arrived at 8 in the morning. She had 2 coffees and a bag in her hand. Margaret, you need to be ready today. It's your day. It's not my day, I said. It's Amanda's day. I'm just trying to save her. She opened the bag. Inside were black catering clothes, pants, shirt, apron. Put these on. Billy is ready too. We're meeting there at 2 p.m. I put on the outfit. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. A 55-year-old woman with a tired face was staring back. Her hair was gray, wrinkles prominent. Was Amanda right? Did I really not fit the aesthetic? Diane touched my shoulder. Margaret, you are beautiful. Beautiful on the inside. And Amanda will understand that one day. Rosewood Estate, located 15 miles outside Springfield, was a magnificent property set amidst vast green fields. Built in the 1892, it was a historic mansion, ideal for weddings. Perfect for Instagram photos. As we approached in our car, we saw security at the entrance. 2 men, holding lists, were stopping every vehicle. Let's go to the back, I said. The catering entrance is there. We drove around the property. There was a service entrance at the back, but there was a security guard there too. Catering? He asked. Yes, Diane said confidently. We're here early for preparations. The man looked at the list. Your names? Diane hesitated. I stepped in. Sarah Johnson and Linda Martinez, from Rosewood Catering. The man nodded. All right, go inside. The kitchen is on the right. We went inside. The corridors were wide, the ceilings high. Old paintings hung on the walls. Everything smelled luxurious. When we reached the kitchen, chaos greeted us. Chefs were shouting, waiters were rushing around, food was being prepared. No one looked at us. Perfect. I found Billy in the corner. He was wearing black pants and a white shirt, holding a tray. He nodded at us when he saw us. I went over to him. "Auntie, the system is ready." I went into the sound booth, cracked the Wi-Fi password. I connected your phone to the system. "When you're ready, hold this code." He handed me a piece of paper. It said *#3497. "What's this?" "Enter this code on your phone, then start talking. Your voice will be heard throughout the hall." "But Aunt Margaret, you only have 90 seconds. Then the system shuts down automatically. Keep your speech short." 90 seconds. What could I possibly say to Amanda in 90 seconds? Diane showed me the posters. She had brought them rolled up. "I'll hang these outside at the main entrance. Guests will see them as they leave." "Be careful," I said. "Security shouldn't catch you." It was 1:30 p.m. Guests were starting to arrive. I slipped out of the hall. I looked inside through the window. The hall was breathtaking. White flowers hung from the ceilings. Gray fabric covered the chairs. Crystal chandeliers sparkled. Every corner was designed for Instagram. Perfect angles, perfect lighting, perfect aesthetics. But it was cold. Sterile. It felt like a showroom, not a wedding hall. The guests kept arriving. Derek's family took their places in the front rows. Cassandra was in a pink dress, her neck covered in jewelry. She smiled at everyone who came in, blowing kisses. Derek's father, a serious-looking man in a dark suit, sat silently. Amanda's friends, or rather, Derek's friends, were filling the hall. They were all young, all stylish, all taking selfies with their phones. No one was really talking to each other, they were just posing. I looked around for Lisa, Sarah, and Emily. They weren't there. Of course not. They hadn't been invited. At 2:45 p.m., the music changed. The ceremony music began. The guests stood up. Cameras were ready. Professional photographers and videographers took their positions. And then Derek arrived. In a tuxedo, his hair perfect, his smile fake, he walked to the altar. Beside him were his groomsmen, all wearing the same suits, all wearing the same smile. The music grew louder. The hall doors opened. And Amanda appeared. She was dazzling in her wedding dress, white lace, a long train, a crown sparkling with crystals on her head. Her makeup was flawless, her hair professionally styled. But as she walked, she was alone. The 18th of June, 2025. Saturday. It was one of the hottest days in Springfield. The thermometer read 32 degrees at 9 in the morning. It was expected to reach 37 by noon. But inside, I felt even hotter. My heart was beating so fast it hurt my chest. I was struggling to breathe. Diane arrived at 8 in the morning. She had 2 coffees and a bag in her hand. "Margaret, you need to be ready today. It's your day." "It's not my day," I said. "It's Amanda's day. I'm just trying to save her." She opened the bag. Inside were black catering clothes, pants, shirt, apron. "Put these on. Billy is ready too. We're meeting there at 2 p.m. I put on the outfit. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. A 55-year-old woman with a tired face was staring back. Her hair was gray, wrinkles prominent. Was Amanda right? Did I really not fit the aesthetic? Diane touched my shoulder. "Margaret, you are beautiful. Beautiful on the inside. And Amanda will understand that one day." Rosewood Estate, located 15 miles outside Springfield, was a magnificent property set amidst vast green fields. Built in the 1892, it was a historic mansion, ideal for weddings. Perfect for Instagram photos. As we approached in our car, we saw security at the entrance. 2 men, holding lists, were stopping every vehicle. "Let's go to the back," I said. "The catering entrance is there." We drove around the property. There was a service entrance at the back, but there was a security guard there too. "Catering?" he asked. "Yes," Diane said confidently. "We're here early for preparations." The man looked at the list. "Your names?" Diane hesitated. I stepped in. "Sarah Johnson and Linda Martinez, from Rosewood Catering. The man nodded. All right, go inside. The kitchen is on the right. We went inside. The corridors were wide, the ceilings high. Old paintings hung on the walls. Everything smelled luxurious. When we reached the kitchen, chaos greeted us. Chefs were shouting, waiters were rushing around, food was being prepared. No one looked at us. Perfect. I found Billy in the corner. He was wearing black pants and a white shirt, holding a tray. He nodded at us when he saw us. I went over to him. Auntie, the system is ready. I went into the sound booth, cracked the Wi-Fi password. I connected your phone to the system. When you're ready, hold this code. He handed me a piece of paper. It said *#3497. What's this? Enter this code on your phone, then start talking. Your voice will be heard throughout the hall. But Aunt Margaret, you only have 90 seconds. Then the system shuts down automatically. Keep your speech short. 90 seconds. What could I possibly say to Amanda in 90 seconds? Diane showed me the posters. She had brought them rolled up. I'll hang these outside at the main entrance. Guests will see them as they leave. Be careful, I said. Security shouldn't catch you. It was 1:30 p.m. Guests were starting to arrive. I slipped out of the hall. I looked inside through the window. The hall was breathtaking. White flowers hung from the ceilings. Gray fabric covered the chairs. Crystal chandeliers sparkled. Every corner was designed for Instagram. Perfect angles, perfect lighting, perfect aesthetics. But it was cold. Sterile. It felt like a showroom, not a wedding hall. The guests kept arriving. Derek's family took their places in the front rows. Cassandra was in a pink dress, her neck covered in jewelry. She smiled at everyone who came in, blowing kisses. Derek's father, a serious-looking man in a dark suit, sat silently. Amanda's friends, or rather, Derek's friends, were filling the hall. They were all young, all stylish, all taking selfies with their phones. No one was really talking to each other, they were just posing. I looked around for Lisa, Sarah, and Emily. They weren't there. Of course not. They hadn't been invited. At 2:45 p.m., the music changed. The ceremony music began. The guests stood up. Cameras were ready. Professional photographers and videographers took their positions. And then Derek arrived. In a tuxedo, his hair perfect, his smile fake, he walked to the altar. Beside him were his groomsmen, all wearing the same suits, all wearing the same smile. The music grew louder. The hall doors opened. And Amanda appeared. She was dazzling in her wedding dress, white lace, a long train, a crown sparkling with crystals on her head. Her makeup was flawless, her hair professionally styled. But as she walked, she was alone. There was no one by her side. Because her father wasn't there. Because I wasn't there. Amanda was walking slowly, but there was hesitation in her steps. Her eyes were focused ahead, but there was a void in her gaze. The guests were taking photos. Flashes were going off, but no one saw the pain on Amanda's face. I saw it. In that moment, I made my decision. I couldn't wait. I had to speak. I took out my phone. My hands were shaking. I dialed *#3497. The phone vibrated for a second. Then the words "connection established" appeared on the screen. I took a deep breath, and I began to speak. My voice echoed through the room's speakers. A strong, clear voice that filled the entire room. Amanda. The room froze. The music was still playing, but everyone stopped. The guests looked at each other. Amanda stood in the middle, frozen. Derek turned his head, his eyebrows furrowed. I continued. If you can hear me, please listen. I am your mother. The woman who brought you into this world, watched your first steps, comforted you when you cried on your first day of school. Cassandra jumped to her feet. What's going on? Who is that? But the voice didn't stop. Billy had locked the system. Amanda, I held you in my arms the day your father died. You were 7 years old. You asked me, Mom, where did Dad go? And I told you, to heaven. But I'll always be with you. Always. Amanda's face changed. Her eyes filled with tears. You kicked me out of your wedding because I didn't fit the aesthetic. Is motherhood an aesthetic, Amanda? Is love measured by Instagram filters? I've aged, yes. My hair has turned gray. I have wrinkles. But each of these wrinkles is from the sleepless nights I spent for you. This gray hair is from the years I worried about you. The salon had fallen completely silent. Only my voice could be heard. But Amanda, this isn't just about me. Lisa, Sarah, Emily. Where are they? Your real friends. Derek pushed them away too. And now you're here, alone, with no one by your side, walking like an accessory at Derek's perfect wedding. Derek rushed to the microphone, but Billy had locked the control panel. Derek shouted into the speakers, "Turn it off!" But the voice continued. Do you know Derek's ex-fiancée Rachel, Amanda? No, you don't, because Derek didn't tell you. Rachel was engaged to Derek, just like you. She was also pushed away from her family and friends. But Rachel woke up and ran away. Will you wake up too? The guests began whispering. Phones were pulled out. Recording began. Amanda, I'm not here today to embarrass you. I'm here because I love you, and I want to free you from Derek's control. This marriage isn't real. It's an Instagram project. You're not a person, you're content for Derek. Amanda's tears fell onto her wedding dress. Her hands were trembling. But the final decision is yours, Amanda. You're an adult now. I can't force you. All I can say is, if you don't stop now, there will be no turning back. Derek will own you, and you will disappear. 90 seconds passed. The system shut down. My voice cut off. The room was completely silent. Amanda stood in the middle. Tears were streaming down her face. Her makeup was smudged. Her eyes were red. Derek rushed to her side. Amanda, this is madness. Your mother is manipulating you. But Amanda didn't look at him. Her eyes scanned the room. She was looking for me. I entered through the back door. Slowly, all eyes turned to me. In my catering uniform, no makeup, my hair tied back. 55 years old, tired but determined. Amanda saw me. Time stood still for a moment. Then Amanda started running. The train of her wedding dress trailed behind her. The guests made way, and she embraced me. Mom, she sobbed. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I held her tightly. I'm sorry too, sweetheart, for not being able to protect you. Derek shouted from behind, Amanda, what are you doing? We have a wedding. Amanda lifted her head. She looked at me. Mom, what did I do? Shh, I said. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Amanda turned to Derek. Her face had changed. She wasn't scared anymore. She was determined. Derek, she said, her voice trembling but clear. This marriage, this is wrong. I made a mistake. What? Derek was shocked. Amanda, what are you saying? I don't love you, Derek. Or maybe I did, but you didn't love me. You controlled me. You changed me. And I let you. Cassandra screamed. This is nonsense. That woman brainwashed you. But Amanda didn't listen. She took the engagement ring off her finger and placed it in Derek's hand. I'm sorry, Derek, but I can't marry you. The room erupted. The guests stood up. Some clapped. Some shouted. Phones were recording from every angle. Derek froze. He stared at the ring in his hand. You can't do this to me, Amanda. I planned everything for you. No, Derek, said Amanda. You planned everything for yourself. I was just a project. The perfect Instagram wife. Cassandra walked toward Amanda. You're ungrateful. We gave you everything. Amanda remained calm. You didn't give me anything. You took everything from me. My friends, my freedom, myself. Diane walked in from outside at that moment. She was holding a huge poster. It had Rachel's photo and the text, Derek Morrison, how many more women? The guests saw the poster. Whispers grew louder. Someone shouted, Who is Rachel? Derek's face turned pale. She's nobody. But Billy turned on the projector at that moment. Rachel's video message appeared on the wall. Rachel's voice filled the room. My name is Rachel. Derek Morrison ruined my life. As the video played, Derek collapsed. He sat down on his knees. His plan, his perfect wedding, his Instagram content, everything was ruined. When the video ended, Amanda turned to me. "Mom, let's get out of here, please." I took her hand. We walked out of the room together. The guests made way for us. Some clapped, some took photos. Diane and Billy joined us too. The four of us left Rosewood Estate together. When we stepped outside, the sun was setting. Orange hues painted the sky. Amanda was in her wedding dress, but she was happy, truly happy. "Mom," she said, I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to thank me," I said. "I'm your mother. Protecting you is my job." "But everyone recorded everything. This is going to go viral." "So be it," I said. "What matters is that you're happy." Amanda smiled. For the first time, she truly smiled. That night, the story spread across the world. The videos were everywhere. On TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Number Rosewood Wedding. Number Amanda and Margaret. Number Justice for Margaret trended. 47 million views in 24 hours. National news, international news. Everyone shared the story. Headlines like, "Mother saves daughter on wedding day," were everywhere. Amanda posted an Instagram photo. She was in her wedding dress, but her makeup was smudged, her eyes were red. She wrote underneath, "I was supposed to get married today, but I didn't, because my mom showed me the truth. I was on the wrong path. Derek didn't love me. He was controlling me, and I let him. Mom, I'm sorry. You were always right, and you're a real hero. I love you." The post received 12 million likes. 3 days later, Derek released a statement. The wedding was canceled due to some unexpected reasons. Amanda and I will be going our separate ways. I wish everyone respect and love. But the comments were harsh. "Derek, you're a manipulator. What did you do to Rachel? Amanda is so lucky to be rid of you." Derek's followers dropped by 300,000 inches a week. His sponsors canceled their deals. His influencer career was over. A month later, Amanda started living with me. She left her old home and completely distanced herself from Derek. She reconciled with Lisa, Sarah, and Emily. Her old friends came back. One day, Amanda told me, "Mom, I was so stupid. I gave up everything for Derek." "No," I said. "You weren't stupid. You were manipulated. And now you're awake. So what should I do now?" "You'll do whatever you want. But this time, you'll be the one deciding. Not Derek, not Cassandra, not Instagram. You." Amanda smiled. "I think the first thing I'll do is take a break from social media." "Good idea," I said. 6 months later, Amanda found a new job. At a local library. She loved books, read stories to children. She deleted Instagram. She only created a private account, just for close friends. One day she told me, "Mom, you know what? I'm so much happier now. No worry about likes, no worry about aesthetics, just me." "That's it," I said. "That's true happiness." My story continued too. My TikTok account reached 3.4 million followers, but I only post a video once a week. Usually advice for mothers. Protect your children, but don't control them. Love should be unconditional. Social media isn't real life. And most importantly, aging is not something to be ashamed of. A year later, Amanda surprised me. She threw a small party for my birthday, just family and close friends. Diane, Billy, Lisa, Sarah, Emily, they were all there. Amanda brought a cake. It said, "To the best mom in the world." As I blew out the candles, my eyes welled up. Amanda hugged me. "Mom, you saved my life, and I'm grateful to you every day." "You're my life, Amanda," I said, "and I'll always be here for you." Now I ask you, who in your life loves you unconditionally? Instagram likes, or people who truly know you, who truly care about you? Do you see aging as a flaw, or as the marks of a life lived? And most importantly, would you do anything to protect those you love? Or would society's expectations be enough to stop you? You know the answers, because this isn't just my story. It's the story of true love, true motherhood, true courage, and you too can be the hero of such a story. The end. Margaret and Amanda are now living a happy life in Springfield, Illinois. Amanda isn't thinking about getting married, not yet. But she knows that one day she'll find the right person. And that person will love her just as she is, with her mother, her wrinkles, her past. No one knows what happened to Derek. He completely withdrew from social media. Some say he moved to another city. Others say he found a new victim. But this time, people are awake. This time, the story is known. And this story inspired millions. Mothers, daughters, families. Everyone remembered what true love is. Because in the end, love isn't about aesthetics. Love is real. Love is unconditional. And love never ages. If this story has touched you, please share it. Maybe somewhere there's someone being manipulated like Amanda. Maybe there's a mother fighting like Margaret. They need to hear this story. They need to know they're not alone.